49ers ebook. We actually got a few other playbooks that you'll find this in. It's going to be a no huddle offense. We're quick snapping, we're moving along, and we're giving our opponents hell. We got two plays, the slot cross and the PA deep outs, that work amazingly well together. Out of the doubles, Y flex, shotgun doubles, Y flex. Now I chose the 49ers offense for a few reasons. One of the main reasons is that I'm working on some things in the 49ers playbook for somebody, but also they got a really good single back doubles, and for the most part I'm really going to be ordering down to single back doubles for the draft, but they do have some good passing plays to support it if you feel you want to switch it up and get a little interesting. They got dagger in there, they got the bubble screen. I'm going to be using the bubble screen a lot. Play action corner post is great. Now you also they have a shotgun doubles that has a jet touch pass or jet pass, and those I find, especially if you're in a hurry up offense, are really good, because when you get down to the goal line, say you're inside the 5 and you hurry up, your opponent 9 times out of 10 is gonna pinch his defensive line, pinch his linebackers, get ready for you to run up the middle because you've been taking advantage of passing the ball around. And of course he's in a passing defense, and then he says, okay, well, I'm gonna have to squeeze everybody in because I know he's gonna try to dive on this weak box defense I have. I'm in a nickel defense or something like that, and then you just audible down a shotgun doubles and you hit him with this jet sweep, and it's a wrap. I mean, it's easy money inside the 5-yard line. But you see me going through audibles here, and there are some things I use, like the Texas double post. I love an angle route. Those are always pretty good money around the goal line because users tend to chase. If you got your tight end on a route, like he's on the right here, he's on the corner route, so users tend to chase that corner route as soon as he comes out, especially if you're using somebody like George Kittle, who's a threat in the red zone, right? Big body tight end who can catch the rock. So when you have that sort of thing going on, that Texas route or angle route to the running back underneath is very effective. Now that in mind, we're not going to be using it much. There are a lot of other options inside this doubles flex, so I beg you, take a look through there and use what you want. But for this quick snap offense, we're just going to be focusing on the slot cross, and we're going to be focusing on the play action deep outs, because those two plays are going to beat everything. Slot cross is something that you're probably going to run, or I'm probably going to run when I'm doing this 70% of the time, and then every now and again my opponent's going to make a change or make an adjustment on defense where I realize I can hit him with a deep out, and I'm going to be quick snapping both of these. It's 2 adjustments for the deep outs, no adjustments for the slot cross. Now you see with the slot cross, I'm going to go through them both now. So with the slot cross, the first read is going to be the tight end right here on his drag, and then we're going to be looking at the wide receiver and the running back right around the same time. So the wide receiver on that crossing route, the running back on this delay route, and then we're going to have this deep dig on the back end. This play is perfectly set up the way it is. And now if it's a cover 2 or I'm seeing a press, I'm going to glance over at that B receiver real fast. But you see here, I snap the ball, tight end's open, we get up the field, no problem. And now I'm going to make a couple of substitutions. I just realized Madden is true to life, putting everybody that's injured on the bench. I refuse to play with the 49ers and not use George Kittle. I would just as soon use a different team. So I'm going to put Kittle back in the game. And to be completely honest, there's some fun things you can do with Kittle. I'm going to be working on some very interesting things with him in some future game plans. But anyway, we'll get there in a minute. So, like I said, so now we see this look. It's cover 3 look. The DBs are dropped back. So I'm going to come to the double outs, the deep outs. I'll put Kittle on this drag, and then I'm going to have my wheel. So I have 2 safety valves, if you will. But if I see those DBs dropping back and I know I can hit that out, I'm going to go ahead and hit that out. But keep in mind, all this time, I'm no huddling. I'm going to no huddle. I'm going to snap this, throw it, bang, the cross is open. I got tackled, no huddle. Come right back at it. And it's either going to be snap this one time or audible into deep outs and snap that. And, of course, the single back dive and the shotgun doubles jet pass, I'm going to mix those in as well. So these 4 plays just constantly coming at your opponent, driving down the field. And they're going to either have to call a timeout or they're going to give up easy scores, because they're not going to be able to adjust on the fly, not when you're not giving them any time. And right here, I didn't throw the ball, but I had a read. Kittle was open there, so we can go back and look at the replay just to make sure. Another important thing about these sorts of plays, these progression sort of plays where you got short routes and medium routes, and you have reads, you have progression reads 1, 2, 3. If one comes open, don't sit around and wait for 3. Hit your drag if it's open, because that's the point of these plays. If your opponent knows you're going to leave that drag and you're always going to be looking for the deep dig, you're going to get into a lot of trouble, because he's going to be able to send heat, he's going to be able to cover that dig, he's going to be able to bait you and pick that dig off. You have to make him respect all of these routes. And the truth is, when you do that, it just makes it easier anyway. If you hit that drag a couple times, the dig's going to get naked eventually, because your opponent has to pay attention to it. And see, so I see a press here. Looks like it might be man. So we got a corner. We can put a little taxi. We got the taxes. We can put a little whip out there and try to give him a hard time with the man defense. Now the other things we're doing are going to beat man as well, but I'll mix in something like a taxes route for sure. So here we go. Yeah, we gotta look to throw the streak, and that's it. When you see that defense pre-snap, just take a quick glance at the streak if you think it's possible he's open, and if you see the DB backing up like he's not compressing, then you come back over here to the other side of the field. But if he gets pressed, give him a second and see if he gets open. It's well worth the wait. It's an easy pitch and catch. All right, so we're going deep outs again, and we got Kittle underneath. All right, so let's go in game. Now I'm going in game real fast against the computer just because I want to show you the tempo. This is going to work against the user just the same, but more than anything, I want to get in game real fast and just show you the tempo that we're working with here. So we hit the drag on slot cross. Make sure not to get out of bounds. Now I'm going to hurry the ball up, but I realized that again, I have to make my substitutions. Now I went ahead and used a custom book. I didn't put in any additional plays. I just used a custom book so that we can have our audibles all set in the 3 formations that we're going to be using. So you see, we started at the 25-yard line. We're at the 43 now, 18 yards on the drag. We hurry the ball up. See, no huddle, 9 seconds run off the clock, and we're going to snap it again with the same play. We look over at B. He's backing up. Hey, we got the crosser. Hit him in the space. There we go. That's a great catch. Now we go from the 43 to our opponent's 44. Quick snap it again. No huddle again, sorry. We look again. It looks like it could possibly be a cover 2. Looking around. You know what? Let's go with the dive. We got some room in here. Make him know that we're willing to run the ball as well. He got his defense spread out. We'll take advantage of it. Good job. And keep the clock moving. Now we're at the 35. So we've gone from our 25 to his 35 in about a minute. We're back in our base play. Looks like the best move here. And we got the drag wide open. And I've said it a million times, if you're catching the rock with these big boys, you want to be trucking and you want to be stiff arming. I am not juking with a single tight end in this league. Now it looks like we got the deep outs, and we do. Yeah, it's a good beat. And now we fall out of bounds, and that's fine. At some point, you do want to allow your dudes to catch their breath. But we at the 10-yard line. And that took no effort. None whatsoever. Yeah, see, so we got a couple guys tired, and we should. And that's all right. Like I said, we at the 10 now. Now we can, if you want, you can scheme, you can take your time. See, I would actually get in here, and I do start thinking about these split back formations when I get inside the 5, to be completely honest, because when you have both of the backs coming out of the backfield, it's hard to cover. You usually have one of them open. It's almost like having double hitches, basically. Except you have more time to read it, I find. So anyway, I did say this. I like to use these angle routes down here. So you know down here with the angle routes, you're not catching and running anywhere. You possession catch that and you get down. But now here we go. So we're gonna close it out, and we're gonna do exactly what I said we do when we get down here. I'm glad this worked out this way. We're gonna go to shotgun doubles. We're gonna hit them with the jet pass. We're gonna get the touchdown, and we're gonna keep it moving. So this is it. If you want a quick snap offense, take this in game, and you'll actually find this in a lot of different playbooks. These 2 plays in particular, but I'm sure you'll have success with it. So thanks for rocking with me, y'all.